The first letter in a myers-briggs type is I or E. These letters stand for introvert or extrovert. About half of all people are introverts and half are extroverts. Introverts are more oriented to the world inside their minds. It generally requires less energy for them to be alone than it does for them to be around other people, especially people they're not familiar with. They expend energy from a sort of internal energy bank, so they tend to be more reserved with their energy in less familiar circumstances because they're unsure of how much energy they'll need to spend. They also tend to think a little bit more about things before they speak than extroverts do. In the following clip, we're going to take a look at Peart from the band Rush as he talks about a song he wrote called Limelight that speaks to the experience of being an introvert in the spotlight.
Limelight, let's talk about Limelight. A lot's made about that because a lot was then made about your relationship with your fans when they heard that song. So tell me what it was like making that song.
Yeah, it was just my attempt really to explain how it felt. You know, that's really how it was. And I tried to explain that introverts do not understand, or extroverts do not understand introverts. The idea of being shy to them is some kind of poison. If you think back to school days, I read a quote recently that all of us are the people that high school made us. Yeah. Okay, and if shy people in high school, I remember they're stuck up, they're conceited, they think they're better, you know, just for being shy. So that persists, and if you are that way in a public field, unfortunately, it's a huge disadvantage, but it just made me uncomfortable and embarrassed, and I just tried to explain.
Here's a clip of Elon Musk. Notice how reserved his energy is.
You know, it's like at SpaceX, Gwynne Shotwell is chief operating officer. She kind of manages legal, finance, sales, and kind of general business activity, and then my time is almost entirely with the engineering team, working on improving the Falcon 9 and the Dragon spacecraft and developing the Mars colonial architecture. And then at Tesla, it's working on the Model 3 and some in the design studio, typically half a day a week, dealing with aesthetics and look and feel things. And then most of the rest of the week is just going through engineering of the car itself, as well as engineering of the factory.
Here's a clip of Vanna White talking about being an introvert on a big stage.
Actually quite a private person, so this, I don't quite know how it happened, is rare. Access to Casa Vanna.
I'm shy. I'm not outgoing.
Really?
I'm a homebody. I like staying home.
But you're on TV.
I am on TV, but you know what's interesting? How much do I talk on TV?
Extroverts need less alone time and typically require more time around other people. They're more oriented to the world outside themselves. Being around other people generally requires less energy of them, and it's easier for them to receive energy from interactions. Speaking out loud can help them work things out in real time, so they tend to speak more freely than introverts. In the following clip, we'll take a look at an example of an extrovert. Here's Jack Black making an entrance on Conan O'Brien. Notice how he's completely free with his energy and not holding anything back.
Please welcome our good friend, Mr. Jack Black!
Here's Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters in an interview.
The Backstreet Boys were on the PA, and so they're like, "Oh, you're right this way," and they put us on this balcony. I look over the balcony, and the Backstreet Boys were playing. They were playing. I'm like, no way. They were doing the I want it that. So I'm hanging over the balcony going like this, and one of them sees me, and they start going, "Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Grohl." I was like, I got caught singing one of their songs.
This next clip is of Billy Eichner, again completely unrestrained.
Hey guys, it's Billy, and it's time to play my new favorite game, The Price Just Feels So Right. I'm gonna go up to people on the street with a typical household item. If they can guess the price of it correctly within $1, they get to keep it. If they don't, I will destroy the item on sight. Let's go! Miss, how much is this cookie jar? If you guess right, you get to keep it. Take a guess. You guess within $1. What?
10?
Yes, $10. Take it. It's yours. Take it. Take it. Let's go. Sir, how much is this vase in a store? If you get it right within $1, you can keep it. Take a guess.
$10?
No, not $10. No. Ugh. Miss, how much is this water pitcher in a store? If you guess right within $1, you can keep it.
I don't know.
Take a guess.
$6.
$6? No, you moron. Let's go.
This last clip is from Yo MTV Raps in 1990. We've got the host Fab Five Freddy and Chuck D and Flavor Flav from Public Enemy. See if you can spot the introvert.
What up, y'all? Peace in the Middle East. Strong Island.
Yo,
Flavor.
Yo, how could y'all come bum rush in my spot, home?
They tell you double park.
So what? I'm double park,
Double
but it's
park.
after dark. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, why y'all come bum rush in my spot, home? You know what I'm saying? Yo, let me tell y'all something, man. What?
New stuff. What up, Brad?
That's right, I'm on some new stuff. This the 1990s, you know what I'm saying? And if you're lost, you gotta get to find these, you know what I'm saying?
Wait.
That's right.
How many?
What, man?
You went
What?
platinum in like 6 days?
So what?
No,
wow,
no,
big deal.
you
So
know,
we gonna do it
our
again.
whole thing is just, just make records and hope people like them, and just come up with new theories and new concepts.
Yo, all that. Yo, we gonna do another one and we gonna go platinum in 2 days.
Okay, so the first thing we see is Fab Five Freddy right through the door, openly projecting his voice, completely free with his energy. He's an extrovert. Then we've got Flavor Flav, who's one of the most obvious extroverts I can think of. And finally, we've got Chuck D, who's much more deliberate and conservative with his energy. He's the introvert in the group. In the next video, we'll take a look at the second letter, S or N.